Hello, how are you? I'm doing okay. Um, I don't think I mentioned it yesterday, but my check engine light came back on. I was pretty worried. So last night it came on as I was heading home. So I thought about one of the first things that popped up when I searched on the code that I got was to buy a new gas cap, to get a new cap for your gas tank. Feeling pretty desperate, tired of going through this whole check engine thing. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to stop by AutoZone and get a new gas cap. So I went to AutoZone and got a new gas cap and put it on. And I have one of these code readers from Walmart. So I got the code reader out, stuck it in the engine, and had it read the codes. Fortunately, last time I did it, I had two codes. One was a small gas leak, and the other one was a large gas leak. So this time, it only came back with a large gas leak. So I figured, well, maybe that's it. So anyway, I cleared cleared the codes from the engine, so the check engine light went off, and I drove the car, and I believe I drove the car. I've driven the car now for probably over 50 miles, over 60 miles maybe, and I know I had 44 miles on it yesterday or today, and then add up all the other little mileages since yesterday. I'm almost sure I have. Almost sure I have over 50 miles on it. But anyway, the check engine light has not come back on. So I'm hoping that's good news, and that's all it was. That the cap was old and it needed a new cap. So anyway, the check engine light is not on. But what else did happen today was I went for that interview. I mentioned that I had an interview today, and I met with two of the managers, and they interviewed me, and the head manager was not around, but I went ahead and talked to them, and they explained that the biggest deal about this position is that you pretty much are hang out at work. You start work really early, about 3 or 4 in the morning, and then you're pretty much there until you come in. They want you to stay on site, so you stay on site. They offer you a lounge, food, and a gym, and they want you to stick around until your next route starts. And the good thing though is that when you do have a split shift, they pay you $3 more within that shift. It's going to add up to be quite a bit. But the downside is I'm not sure how much gas I'll end up using, because this place is like 44 miles away from the Bay Area. It's way out there close to San Jose. So anyway, we'll see how that goes. I have to go in on Tuesday for a driving test. And it was pretty funny because one of the things the guy said to me was, so you haven't gotten into any accidents? I said, no, why? He's like, no, I'm just amazed. And I was like, I mean, in my world, not many people get into accidents. I mean, where I worked as a bus driver, some of the drivers did get into accidents, but it was usually the other person's fault. Accidents shouldn't be part of your career, I guess. But so anyway, I'm hoping everything worked out okay. And I got home though, and got back here, and all my food emptied out. My batteries and this thing that holds my batteries and everything was on the floor. And I had planned to come home and start working on my project. However, I had to clean that up first. So that's, yeah, that's one of the downsides of living in your van. Depending on the roads you travel, you may end up having to uh, rearrange and repack everything because everything's on the floor, or everything emptied out. So yeah, so that can be a drag. But you know, I didn't have too much to do, just annoying to have to do it. I did plug in my computer to my my outlet, my cigarette lighter outlet, and I charged my computer up. It is at 94% now. I'm hoping that I can get a little bit done before the battery wears down. So that's it. Hope all is well. Bye bye.